So I hope you liked that intro. I put a lot of effort into that this morning. So I came to this local area that I've basically grown up here. I used to come here and swim as a kid, you know, from a teenager all the way up, and I still enjoy this location, you know. It's close to home, but it's so much nature and it's so relaxing. So over the years, the reservoir here started to recede, and with that, you can start to see like that the underlaying. You can see that the water is receding, so the land is being reclaimed, and a lot of trees are growing up, and some of them are dying. There's scattered birch leaves and trees and everything kind of all over the place, so it's going to be hard to get a composition that I like. But I think, as you can see, like, there's so much here. If I can't get a shot here, I think I should quit, you know. So today is a bit overcast, and I'm kind of in a valley, so I've probably about an hour or two before any light hits here at all. So even with this nice soft light, I should have enough time to just kind of relax and take my time and actually enjoy being here. It's a little bit cold, but not too bad. That jump over the river kind of warmed me up a bit. But yeah, lovely location. Okay, so let me try this. Right, hold on. I love the way the water starts off the frame and leads you in to, on the left hand side you have this tree that's just coming out from the left hand side. On the right hand side is a bit of empty space, which kind of just supports the fact that the tree on the left hand side is just filling that frame nicely, with the counteractivity of the top left hand corner having a blank space, so it kind of brings that balance. Then further down, as the stream brings you in to the end, there's these trees, all different kinds of shapes and colours, beautiful in their own depths. How was that? Was that good? Leave a comment below if that was any good, or if you think I was a weirdo. Okay, description number 2. Let's see if you like this one. I actually came along here earlier on. As I was walking along the bend, I was trying to frame it up, see if it would work. It wasn't really working for me. Just the water wasn't lined up with the tree perfectly, and there was like, the sky was just grey, but like in the photo it would just be blown out. You could put the graduated filter in there. It's not doing anything. It would just kind of darken it down, and you can just easily do that in Photoshop or get rid of it. So it's not a big deal. I went and I just took that last photo you seen. I walked down and I said, do you know what? I'll stop and I'll turn around and take a look at that composition one more time. And because I had a different lens on it now, there was a bit more of compression to it. So looking at it, I kind of just adjusted a little bit, and I got to, no, it's not perfect. There's a bit of movement in it, which I don't mind. It kind of adds to it in a sense. So looking at this, we have the river starting at the bottom and it splits off. And interestingly enough, like, one splits off to one, I think it's a silver birch tree, just hanging over the river. And then on the right hand side, we have this funky tree. I don't know if you can see the details in it. I'll try to zoom in and show you a capture of it. But it's a tree that is growing on a tree stump just on the riverbank, which kind of shows where the water used to be back in the day. This used to be just all waterworks, which is funny. It's called the Waterworks, but it used to be all full of water. So that's where the tree line, where the tree started to grow from. But now that the water has receded, it just looks like this tree is hanging in the air. And yes, you can see the stump there, but like the roots and the essence, the heart of the tree is right there on top of this stump, and it looks pretty funky. As I stand here on this very unstable sand, I found this picture. It kind of defies the laws of photography. The rule it towards the centerpiece. It's just a nice image. I find it a nice image. I wanted to capture it. It's like a family of silver birch trees just gathered together. Now I was actually over there and they are actually separated, but from this area here, looking over this focal length, kind of gives that they're grouped together, that they're nested with among each other in a family, surrounded by these other trees in a bit of a peaceful area. Now I did notice there is a bit of movement with the wind. I'm not too worried about that. So I took two exposures, one a little bit longer than the other. Just I wanted to get a bit of play with the water. Now the water has got highlights in it. I'm not too worried about it. Like today I'm not getting stressed about the little things. First of all, I'm just trying to improve my video for yous, and second of all, like the photos they're nice. They don't have to be epic all the time, because then you'll only post once in your lifetime or twice in your lifetime. You know, you'll never always get the epic light unless you're out there every single day at the same location, hoping for that one ray of sunshine to come through at the right moment. That's not to say that you shouldn't get out all the time. Get out as much as you can. For me, I can only get out on the weekends, some evenings. So for me, today is my day. I knew that the sky wasn't going to be perfect, so I didn't put any stress on myself. There's too much stress and there's a lot of things about well-being. So I just came out here to enjoy it. Plus it was kind of like a scouting trip. The colours haven't popped yet. So when this place erupts with the colours of autumn, it will be phenomenal. And I will come up here in the morning and the evening to try capture that perfect light. So I got my scout location. I know where I'm going to park. I know how to get here. I know how long it takes. I'll just calculate the sunrise and the sunset and the hour before with the golden light. So I'll do my research. But for the meantime, to fill the space, to fill the void of getting out there and taking some images, I thought I'd capture these nice shots today. about the wind. Can't do anything about it. Well, I probably could move over there, but that means I have to move, and no. If I could give one good tip for today, when you plan a shoot location, plan a diversity of shoots. You know, plan for if the sun rises and the clouds pop. Plan for if it's going to be very bright, bring filters. So I'll try block the wind now a bit more. Bring some filters and do some long exposures. You know, if the cloud's going to be overcast, make sure that there's some trees around that you can just get some natural light shots of. Make sure that you have multiple options at each shoot location, and if not at that location, think of another location, a backup. So don't always just go, right, I'm going to go here and capture this exact shot that this photographer took. That won't work. Because the conditions for that photographer will be very highly unlikely to happen again for a long time, you will never capture that one shot. So go there with the intention of, this is my main shot. If this doesn't work out, I've got backup plan A, B, C, D and E. And if that doesn't work, well then I'll just go eat a nice meal somewhere local, put money back into the economy, and you know, and at least enjoy the day out. And if worse comes to worse and you don't take any photos, you got out and you located, you scouted. If worse comes to worse and you got out and didn't take any photos, at least you scouted the location. You know how to get there, you know where to park, you know how to get the public transport, you know what's there, you know which way the sun's going to come up, you know which way the clouds and the wind is moving. All these little factors that makes you realise, okay, the next time I'll just wait for this weather forecast. What if it snows, or when it's raining, this will look epic. All these factors. So with that, if you like this video, get better. I have money coming in to order an A7iii. So I'm going to be hopefully getting a bit more video behind the scenes with this camera, the A7iii, and then using the A7iii for my main images. So hopefully the videos are going to improve, and I'm still very nervous with my drone. I've lost a lot in the past, so I still need to be very wary. Even when there's a little bit of wind, I don't want to send them up. So if you like this video and you want to see more, hit the subscribe, hit the like button and leave a comment. Let me know what you think.